What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. An absolute abundance amount of news that we have to cover, so I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight into it. First, coming in from La Sexta, and Barcelona are very disappointed with Wijnaldum because the signing was approved. It's intended to come in to travel to Barcelona after the Dutch game last night, here for the PSG money last minute. So Wijnaldum was going to be coming to Barcelona to do his medical. After the game, I think last night they played Netherlands Georgia or something like that. They won 3-0. The Pie, 1 goal, 1 assist. Absolutely fantastic. After that game, he was supposed to come to Barcelona and do his medicals. In the end, he decided last second to switch for PSG and go for the money. Now, Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that along with Eric Garcia, Barcelona are working on incorporating another center defender. The possible targets are Lisandro Martínez, Romagnoli, Söyüncü, Ligt, Laporte, and Stefan de Vrij. Now, in the comments quickly in the live chat, if you're watching live, let me know out of the six center backs, who would you pick? For me, the top three for me would probably be Laporte, Ligt, and Martinez. Ligt is pretty much next to impossible, especially this summer. So we're looking at maybe Laporte and Martinez. I think Barcelona should go for Laporte if we can't get him. Bring in Martinez on a cheap deal. I think 25, 20 million is what you need to get him. If you want to go a bit more out there, Laporte for me would be the best center back. Of course, just switched to the Spanish national team. La Liga experience, been athletic club for 8 years. I'm seeing a lot of people saying Laporte and Ligt in the chat. I think we all could agree we'd all pick Ligt if we had money and stuff. But with Ligt at Juventus being they're going to demand so much for him, so I think that's unreasonable. I think Laporte is the best center defender out there that is possible to bring in for Barcelona. I'll put it that way. I think Lisandro Martinez as well is a decent option as well. So it's very, very clear that Barcelona are going to be going for another center back. Now, yesterday, the best source in the Valencia, scheme, he came out saying that Jose Gaya is down and running the Valencia project, and the stability of the club continues to grow. Barcelona are in this place for him to leave. I mean, Barcelona are the best placed team if he leaves, even more so with the arrival of Mateo and Amane. However, they need to increase their offer. So Gaya looking set to leave Valencia, is not really happy with the sporting project and the structure of the club, and Barcelona are in pole position. But there are reports coming out. This, of course, you can see the date. This was tweeted out yesterday, but there are reports coming out literally 5 minutes ago saying that Real Madrid are also in the race, and so are Atletico Madrid. So Barcelona, this could be a Wijnaldum 2.0 if we don't step it up and we don't get this deal done as soon as possible. So we got to watch out for that. But Jose Gaya is looking like he's going to be leaving Valencia. I think he's not really happy with the project. And Barcelona are really right now leading the race. And I think we have to absolutely get him for sure. Now, Xavi Hernandez from AR came out saying that Barcelona are calm about not being able to sign Wijnaldum. They will change their midfield plans. Gini was considered a marketable opportunity rather than a strategic bet. They aren't really thinking about alternatives as of right now. They want to bet on Ilaix Moriba, Ricky Puig, and Nico Gonzalez. So, again, Wijnaldum going to PSG. Another player who's going to be going to PSG who's been looking at Barcelona is Donnarumma. After closing an agreement with Gini Wijnaldum, PSG want to quickly seal the signing of Gianluigi Donnarumma, who's also been linked to Barcelona. Contacts have intensified in recent hours between Raiola and Leonardo, the CEO of PSG. Now, we all know that's pretty much a done deal at this point. If even Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Donnarumma will decide his future in the next few days, PSG will meet with Raiola with him. Barcelona's priority now is Memphis Depay and not the goalkeeping situation. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is, of course, 100% going to stay. So what you can see from that is that Donnarumma is going to PSG, and Barcelona's priority as of right now is Memphis Depay. That's Laporta's focus right now. He needs to get that done. I think if we don't get that done before the Euros, which is I think the Euros start this Friday, but Netherlands don't play I think until the weekend. If we don't get the deal done by then, I'm going to be very, very worried. I think you'll see other clubs he'll perform well in the Euros. Other clubs, PSG, Juventus will come in and offer him more money. Maybe that will tempt him a bit. I think Barcelona have to get this deal done this week, or else I'm going to be worried. But again, Donnarumma looking like he's going to PSG, and that's all we can really do about that. Of course, Braithwaite scoring for Denmark. Now we have some news coming in from Marca talking about Barcelona want to renew Fati's contract that ends in 2022. The two parties began the talks months ago. There's a good perception between the two clubs to reach an agreement very, very soon. The club is in constant contact with the footballer, but for now his renewal is going to be delayed a bit. Of course, he's focusing on his recovery. No scenario is complicated in which the attacker does not continue at the Camp Nou. At the moment, his renewal is not considered a priority issue in the sense of urgency. Technically, an executive have more other immediate issues to face. Of course, Ousmane Dembele, we'll talk about him, like the signings and the exit of other footballers. So I believe Ansu Fati has a 2-year extension clause on his contract because it doesn't really end in 2022. It ends in 2022 plus 2 years, I believe. So, of course, Barcelona have all this stuff to worry about, players in, players out. Of course, Dembele's contract that expires next year, same with Sergio Roberto. So they are keeping Ansu Fati on tabs, but right now it's not the priority of the club, but they are, of course, they want to renew that for sure. Next is coming in from Sport, saying that Emerson will stay at Barcelona, and Ronald Koeman has requested that he is non-transferable. He believes the Brazilian can adapt to Barcelona's game as well as provide strength. Emerson's presentation is suspended after the Copa America. So, absolutely fantastic news to hear. When Koeman goes to Laporta saying, look, Emerson is untransferable, that brings me great joy. He knows that Des is not fully ready. He knows that Emerson has great qualities. And, there's people telling me in my comments, you can play Emerson right back and Des left back as well, which is also a good shout because, of course, Des plays left back for the USA national team. Fantastic to hear this from Ronald Koeman. He said, I want Emerson to stay. Don't transfer him unless, an outrageous bid now. So I'm thinking now that maybe 35 million, 40 million will tempt Laporta and Koeman, but anything lower than that, they'll just say, no, we're going to keep him for another season, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So Ronald Koeman wants Emerson to stay at Barcelona. Some quotes come out here about Neymar from the president saying, the president said that Neymar never wanted to go to Barcelona when there was, talks before he signed that new contract. Who cares? And actually, Busquets unfortunately got COVID-19 yesterday, and he's returned back to Barcelona to, do his recovery. The whole Spanish team has tested negative, and I think they're all going to be getting their vaccines today. So hopefully Busquets makes a strong recovery. There are rumors currently that he's going to be coming back to Spain before the Euro, which is also good news. Now, Cat Radio came out with this after Wijnaldum moved to PSG. They came out saying the Barcelona sporting sector likes Fabian Ruiz very, very much. They have already spoken with the player's environment, but there hasn't been any negotiations yet. Napoli just want money. So, for me, if you've been watching my channel since day one, when I had, 5 subscribers, I've been crying out for Fabian Ruiz. I think he's an absolutely fantastic midfielder. And when we brought in Quique Setien, I thought Fabian Ruiz is 100% going to be coming in because I thought, he coached him at Real Betis. He made him the player he is today. Absolutely fantastic player. But, of course, right now, Napoli, they want to keep him. He's on a good contract. Look, you give us money, we'll sell him. Other than that, no swap deals, no loan with option. Get that all over our face. So, it's not going to be likely this summer. I highly doubt that. But the dream signing, I think he'd be the perfect. We need that box-to-box player right, with experience. Of course, Wijnaldum when he came in as on a cheap deal, well, not cheap, pretty much free. Fabian Ruiz, I think, is the dream signing in that position that's possible. Of course, for me, probably Kimmich is the best signing to make there. But Fabian Ruiz for me is the best dream signing that could be possible. I think that'd be great, but not bigger demand 60, 70 million for him. So I don't think that's going to happen. Sport coming out saying that Wijnaldum chose money, Depay wouldn't. Yeah, okay. They also say that next week is expected to be a decisive week to close the operation with Depay and make it official before the start of the European Championship. Absolute must. We have to do that. Of course, we just talked about Busquets testing positive for COVID-19, and Helena from Cope has come out saying that Busquets is fine. He's asymptomatic, and he's on his way to Barcelona in the in a medical vehicle. This was, of course, yesterday. He'll be in isolation for 10 days, and then he'll be shown the PR test negative. Then he'll be able to report back to the national team. So Busquets can be off for 10 days. They take another COVID test. If it comes back negative, he can go back to Spain, and he can actually be ready to play for that first game. If not, they're going to have to wait. And remember, by the way, Busquets is the captain with Ramos being, not in the Euro squad. So he's going to have to make that recovery quickly or else they're going to be without a captain for the first few games of the Euros. Rockwan coming out saying that in the coming weeks, Barcelona Sporting management is planning on a new meeting with Ronald Koeman to face the final planning for next season. So another meeting to be taking place. Got to figure out who's going to be coming in, who's going to be coming out, whose contract you want to renew, who's not. So we'll have to wait and see what that meeting entails. Now, some Super League news. UEFA and FIFA have been notified through the Swiss Ministry of Justice that any relationship cannot be taken against the Super League clubs. So, I don't know how, let me make this full screen. I don't know how reliable, I don't know, I don't really know, what's the word? I don't really know, the stature of the Swiss Ministry of Justice, right? I don't know if they're high up here. But apparently, they've told UEFA and FIFA that they cannot ban the Super League clubs from the Euros, the World Cup, the Champions League, which is good news for us. But I don't really know their stature. I don't know if they're the highest court in football or whatever. But they're saying that you cannot ban the Super League clubs to UEFA and FIFA, which is good. Des won the CONCACAF National League last night, so congratulations to him. Now, Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Jules Koundé is the center back that Barcelona value the most, and although he wants to leave, Sevilla want his 80 million release clause to be paid. Barcelona open to including Connor de la Fuente, Trincao, or Lenglet in the deal, but in the end, the deal would be very, very difficult. Matthijs de Ligt is the second option on the list. The good relationship with Rayo Laporta could help this. With Barcelona, they haven't made any contacts yet. At least desires to bring that PN, could also be vital. So, firstly, let's talk about Koundé first. So Mundo Deportivo was saying that he's the number one that Barcelona want. And Barcelona can pick any center back in the world to bring in. They bring in Koundé first. I disagree. I think De Ligt should be the first on the list, then Koundé. For me, Koundé is, of course, He's a good center back. A lot of promise. 80 million is gonna be a lot. If you want to include people have been calling for this, by the way. Include little Lenglet plus cash deal. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think Lenglet plus 30 million would be great, but again, we don't have that 30 million. So Koundé, of course, a good option with that release clause. He said he wants to leave Sevilla in a France press conference the other day. So we'll see what happens. For me, the dream is this man, Matthijs de Ligt. Wish he came in 2019, but he didn't. Of course, you can't. Juventus want Pjanic, right? But you can't just do a Pjanic to de Ligt straight swap. That's just robbery on our part because de Ligt's worth 150 million, Pjanic is worth 30 million. So Barcelona, there's still 120 million difference. So you could say, Pjanic plus 80 million could be possible, but Barcelona don't have that money. So we'll wait and see. But to be honest, I'm just happy that we're being linked with center backs and that it's very, very clear that Barcelona want to bring in another center back, which also means that Lenglet and Umtiti are looking to be out the door at the moment, although Lenglet confirmed in a press conference that he wants to stay. Besides all the point, I'm just happy that Barcelona are looking for a center back, and it's quite clear that we do want to bring in a center back, which is, I think, the best news out of all of this. Let's get into some other news. Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that from today onwards, Barcelona will meet with the agents of several players to talk about their exits, their sales, or if they're going to be used in exchange deals or swap deals. This includes Roberto, Firpo, Umtiti, Dembele, and Lenglet. With Alba, they will negotiate his salary. So Mundo Deportivo came out with a big article saying rebuild begins. They're saying, look, Jordi Alba's going to negotiate his contract with, I'll give credit to Alba. Thank you for that. And they're going to be also looking at departures and swaps. So the players that are going to be on the first list of the chopping block is Roberto, Firpo, Umtiti, Lenglet, and of course Dembele. If he does not renew his contract, they could be pushing him out for sure. So we'll have to see how this all develops. Now, on the player specifically, firstly on Lenglet, his continuation is not assured for next season. Barcelona believe that he is a good squad player, but not an essential player. He will be sold if a good offer is received or included in a favorable swap deal. So I think we can all agree on this. Lenglet, again, just exactly what the article says, he's a good squad player. Of course, if you sell him, though, you have to bring in a left-footed center back. For me, you cannot go into a season with 5 right-footed center backs. You need to have 1. So Sam's saying 30 million plus 30 million plus Lenglet for Koundé. I don't think Sevilla would. I think Sevilla would highly consider that, but do we have the 30 million is the question. So back to Lenglet, I think I completely agree on the Barcelona standpoint. If a good offer comes in, you sell him, or maybe try to include him in some swap deals. That could be possible. So we'll see what happens with Lenglet. He's a very, very flexible player. We'll put it that way. Jose Gaya again. Jose Gaya, Mundo Deportivo come out saying that Valencia's Jose Gaya is on Barcelona's agenda. More good news. Hopefully we can, get that deal and start moving it forward, or else other teams are going to be coming in. On Firpo, Mundo Deportivo come out saying that Barcelona will inform Firpo's agent that they are looking for his exit, either a transfer or use in a swap deal. He has offers from Italy, with AC Milan being interested in acquiring his services. So Firpo looking like 100% out the door this summer. On Jordi Alba, Barcelona will meet with Jordi Alba's agent to negotiate his salary, complying with the complicated financial situation at the club. His current contract ends in 2024, and he said recently that he wants to end his career at Barcelona. So, again, Jordi Alba's on the same boat as Roberto. You have to reduce your contract. You are on, I think, what we said in the last video, my transfer video, like 300K a week for Jordi Alba. That's too much. You got to bring that down to at least 100, at least 200. I'd be looking at maybe 180, something like that. If you reduce his contract, I think he should stay 100%. If not, you can maybe include him in some sort of swap deal or something like that because we can't afford his wages. But we'll see what happens. I think Jordi Alba will be staying at Barcelona, though, for sure. Next one on the block is, of course, Neto, the goalkeeper. Neto has already expressed his willingness to leave Barcelona in the summer, although the club would like to retain him. So Barcelona, they think he's a decent backup goalkeeper. They want to keep him, but he wants to leave, and Barcelona, not opposed to that. They'll sell him for sure. 10 million, hopefully we can get for him. I just want double digits. I just want double digits for Neto. If we get 10 million, anything above 10 million, I'd be happy. If we get like 7 or 8 or 9, I'm gonna be pretty annoyed. So hopefully we can get like 10 million for him. Now on Messi, one of the people come out saying that Barcelona continue to finalize the proposal of Leo Messi. It's taking some time as it covers 2 years at Barcelona, 2 years in the US, and also a club ambassador. Meanwhile, Messi is still waiting for the sporting project. So yeah, we're hearing all these rumors about the contract: 2 years in Barcelona, 3 years in USA, then 10 years as a club ambassador. And then it's like, Fabrizio Romano just tweeted. Okay, we'll go cover that tweet real quick. So yeah, we're hearing all these rumors about the Messi contract length. We're not hearing about his actual sporting project, what he knows about the most. So what he cares about the most, I mean. So we'll see what happens with that. But Romano just tweeted about the pie. We'll cover that at the end. So we'll get into this. Apparently, Wijnaldum going to offer 10 million a year at PSG, which is no chance Barcelona can match that. So fair enough to him. He got his money and he's cutting. Now on Dembele, Mundo Deportivo come out saying that Ousmane Dembele is ignoring the signals regarding a contract renewal with Barcelona are sending in the sporting area. They said that he's already has a pre-contract agreement with Juventus, who have also tempted him on multiple occasions. Barcelona are very clear about his intention. The priority is to renew him, but he's placed on the market if an agreement is not reached. If he does not accept a renewal or will be transferred, he will be ostracized next season. So Barcelona are saying that if Dembele does not leave, if he does not renew his contract and does not leave, Barcelona will freeze him out. So they won't even play him. He won't play in the first team. He won't train. He won't do nothing. So we've seen some of this situation in the past. Of course, Eric Garcia, City were kind of generous and let him play a couple of games. But I think the great example of this is Adrien Rabiot. When he left PSG, they completely froze him out. He did not train. He did not play a single second of game. He wasn't on the bench. None of that stuff. And then he went to Juventus for a free deal. So we could be seeing the same thing with Ousmane Dembele. For me, you have to wait till after the Euros. Right now, it's all just speculations. Again, on Pjanic, Pjanic wants to go to Juventus. The priority right now is actually Locatelli for Pjanic transfer to Barcelona. Barcelona would like to be included in the deal, but the Italians are not open to that. They prefer to include Bentancur or Rabiot. So we'll see what happens with it. If we get another midfielder out of it, I mean, as long as he's decent, I wouldn't mind it. Talk about how we bought so many left backs. Yeah, we suck. Mundo Deportivo again coming out talking about Roberto, saying that Barcelona's are currently in favor of selling Roberto, then extending his contract. A month ago, the scenario was different. The club will meet with Roberto's representative soon. So Roberto is not looking too good. Rabiot to Barcelona swap. Yeah, we want to swap Pjanic for. Let me check. I want to know how old is Rabiot. So Rabiot is 26. Then 10. I want to know how old he is. He's 23. So I'd definitely be going for Bentancur over Rabiot. Big 3-year difference there. But again, back to Roberto. It looking like he may leave. He may leave because the club don't think he's a great acquisition to the squad. Of course, there's a lot of stuff coming out. By the way, Barcelona posted a TikTok the other day of like Roberto's night routine. Oh my God, the comments were just. There was not one good comment. I was scrolling for the comments like a good 2 minutes. Every single one. Roberto out, Roberto out, Roberto out, Roberto out. I was like, oh my God. We'll see what happens with it. I think Roberto is going to leave the summer. Hope we can get some good money for him or we can use him in a very, very good swap deal. Reports coming in from Italy that Donnarumma and his agent Royal wants 20 million commission for his move to PSG. That's why Barcelona can't really, get him at the moment. So AS come out saying that Barcelona's backup option Wijnaldum is Pellegrini from Roma. He ends his contract next year. He will be a good operation and cheap, deal for Barcelona. Player exchanges are possible as well. Won't look into that too much. Now, not Barcelona. The RFEF have signed a new contract with Saudi Arabia to keep the Spanish Super Cup to be playing in Saudi Arabia until 2029. I believe the last deal was until 2026. So they renewed the contract. Each year they play, the RFEF will get 30 million. So big deal. It kind of sucks for the local fans who love the Spanish Super Cup. It's going to be flown all the way out to Saudi Arabia. So just more money for the league, I guess, and hopefully more money for Barcelona who participate in it. But yeah, they signed a new contract. I think the last one's until 2026. Then this one is now until 2029. Marca saying Barcelona working on the Depay. He's a priority, hopefully before Friday. Yep, same thing, different stuff. Pep Guardiola came out saying that he's happy that Koeman said that the Barcelona manager. He thinks he'll be successful. Let's hope so, man. And he also talked about, Eric Garcia. Yeah, they're great players. Blah 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 blah. He said, "Are you interested in Barcelona?" He said, "I have a 2-year contract at City. I'm happy, and I'll be continuing for now." So yeah, leaving the door open, which is nice. Now, Juan Martin from Sport, he's come out saying the contacts between Barcelona and Manchester City have intensified in recent days. There have been not only conversations about regarding Roberto and Aymeric Laporte, but other players as well. So we've already gotten two players from Man City and Aguero and Garcia. Looks like there might be more coming in. And of course, the two main players that have been talked about between the two clubs is Roberto and Laporte, but other names are being mentioned as well. I'm hearing, Gabriel Jesus is being mentioned, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. Mac asking, how did PSG hijack Genie? They just offered more money. That's it. They literally doubled his salary. So yeah, Barcelona and City have been talking a lot over the past few days about, Roberto, Laporte, and other players as well. So we'll see what happens. Definitely, I'm expecting another deal to happen between Barcelona and Man City this summer. Candace again saying that, when I went for the money, Barcelona really want to finish this Depay deal. Hopefully that's the case. Again, we talked about how the Busquets tested positive for COVID-19 and the whole entire Spanish team will be having their vaccines today to, make sure this won't happen again, which is good. Mateo Marito came out a few hours ago saying that Barcelona closed Memphis Depay signing. After what happened with Wijnaldum, the contest will continue. Key days ahead. Again, Barcelona really want to get this deal done before the Euro start, and we have to get it done before the Euro start. Now, Goal come out with a big article on Ousmane Dembele. Let's take a look at it. They said that Dembele's agents have been delaying the contract renewal talks, and the club is running out of patience. Barcelona wants to renew his contract as it expires next summer. If Dembele continues to stall and does not want to extend his contract, he will be put up for sale. However, if there's no buyer found, he could end the season in the stands for the upcoming season. A decision will be made for after the European Championship, depending on what Dembele's representative do. According to the guidelines done by Laporta and Armani, if Dembele wants to have a future at Barcelona, he'll have to, renew his contract and accept new conditions, negotiate a salary reduction as well. As done from a reliable source, Dembele will have to assume a significant decrease in his fixed salary. Hence, a large part of his annual income will rely on various bonuses and individual and collective objectives, which will be much, variables in there. The method. Well, I need to breathe. The method mentioned above is the standard formula that Barcelona is applying to all the new signings and renewals. The annual salary is nearly 12 million net per season. It's something unaffordable right now for the club. Although Dembele insists his future he's in no hurry to renew his contract. Barcelona will not be flexible in this position. The club will wait for Dembele until after the Euro. So, a lot there. Pretty much summary up. We're going to have to wait till after the Euros. If Dembele signs a new contract, he stays. If not, he will be sold. If he's not sold, he will be frozen out of the team for the whole year. Will not play a single second of Barcelona football, no matter what. I think he will renew, but Dembele, I think he owes us a lot, man. He's been here for 4 years? He's played for 2.5 years only. I think he owes us one here. Take the variables. It won't, the variables will be score 10 goals to get 5 million, assist 10 goals, get another 5 million, win the Ballon d'Or, get 20, stuff like that. Win the Champions League, we'll get 10, stuff like that. Hopefully he accepts it. I think he will be a great player for us. We all know all he has to do is just work on his finishing. He can definitely be a fantastic player, but we'll see what happens. Of course, the club want to keep him, but right now Dembele is more focused on the Euros. He's not really, talking to Barcelona at the moment. So we'll see how this develops. I think when France get knocked out or if they win it, and then afterwards, then the stuff will intensify much more. Juan Laporte and Pep Guardiola went golfing an hour ago. That's great. Ricky Push was there as well. So according to Italian media, by the way, Donnarumma is closing in on PSG on a 5-year deal. His wage will be around 10 million per year, so the same contract as Wijnaldum, and Royal will get 20 million euros in compensation. So Donnarumma going to PSG. But yeah, what saying that Memphis Depay would sign for 3 seasons, and I believe that Fabrice One also came out saying that as well. Brazilian team playing the Copa. Yeah. Here's a tweet from Richard. I actually want to go to his actual account because sometimes the reposts are, they got some details. Here it is. 11 minutes ago. Barcelona offering Memphis Depay a contract until 2024, 3 years improved agreement on the table in order to complete the deal as soon as possible to avoid another turnaround after Gino Wijnaldum changed his mind to join PSG. Guys, if we do not get this deal by Friday, I'm going to be very worried. I've said that already. The deal has to be completed by Friday. If we go to the Euro, if the Netherlands play their first game and Depay has not signed his contract, I'm going to be very, very worried. I think other clubs will be looking at his performances in the Euros, saying, "Oh, this guy's on a free deal. Let's go get him." City, maybe Man United, Chelsea, Juventus, Bayern Munich. We got to get this deal done ASAP. He is a great, great player, and we've already missed out on one player, so we have to, get this deal done. So we have one less player to worry about. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, Depay is definitely the priority for Barcelona at the moment. And I want to see if there's any other news I want to talk about. I think there's talk about Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the race for Jose Gaya. So again, Barcelona have to get that deal done before other teams, intensify their interest. So again, most of the news just Depay. There's also rumors coming out saying that Barcelona don't want to get Jose Gaya, which I think is retarded. Here, I'll pull up which account is it on? Okay, we'll go into Barcelona. Because it's just, how are you not going to get this left back? One of the best left backs in the league for freaking 10 million. That's a no-brainer. Here it is. Right here. So Radio Esports and that Barcelona negotiate for Valencia left back Jose Gaya. Not a reliable source. We'll wait on it for a bit, but for me, it's a no-brainer to get Jose Gaya. I think we have to get him. Let's see. I'll probably the one comment. Hey, Barca boy, I was thinking, does the hijack of Genie tell us anything about Barcelona pulling nowadays compared to the likes of PSG? Well, you know what? We talked about Fabian Ruiz as well, and apparently PSG want Fabian Ruiz as well. I think. I swear they're just copying us at this point. They're just looking at every single Barcelona player, every single player that's been linked with Barcelona. Like, you know what? We'll have some of that too. It's I don't know what's wrong with them. They're just you cannot tell me they're not copying us, because they are literally copying us at this point. Like, again, they offered Wijnaldum more money. He took the more money at the end of the day, so it is what it is. It's just, at the end of the day, money talks in football, and we all know about that. And that's going to be all the news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash a like on the video, and of course, subscribe down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the same thing, another news roundup. Hopefully the pie deals will be, advancing. Hopefully we can advance some of the deals for Jose Gaya as well. And by the way, also watch out for City and Barcelona making another deal together. It's looks like it's going to be on the cards. Of course, we already got Aguero and Eric Garcia. Something else is going to happen this summer between City and Barcelona, so watch out for that. Coelho comes to the first team. He is supposed to be promoted, but looks like he may go out on loan, so we'll have to wait and see. Once the preseason starts, we'll hear more rumors about Coelho going out on loan or staying, so we'll have to put a pin in it for now. And that's going to be the end of this video. Not video, a live stream. If you're watching this video, again, subscribe, drop a comment. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.